Konnichiwa, Saori-san.
Konnichiwa, Jimmy-san.
And welcome back to RED35.
Thank you for welcoming.
Yes, I know you guys miss Saori, so yeah, we've brought her back here and to do our today's special. You know, we're going to do a shootout between three very popular portrait lenses: the 40 to 150 f2.8 Pro, the 45 1.2 Pro, and the dinky little 45 1.8 Premium, not Pro, Premium. Yes. So should we do that?
Let's go.
Let's get on with it. So Saori,
Yeah.
and I want to ask you a question. Does size matter?
It does matter.
Listen boys, size matters, yeah?
Big issue.
Okay, big issue. Right. Okay, here we go. So these are the three lenses we want to compare. I know you guys were thinking these are prime lenses, like 45 for each, well, both of them are 45 millimeters. And why would it include a zoom lens? Well, it does cover the 45 millimeter range, so I'm gonna set this zoom lens at 45 so we can compare directly between these guys and see which one does perform better in terms of image quality, rendering and everything. Which one would you prefer to look at?
Okay.
Okay, and they do have their pros and cons between them. So yeah, we're going to discuss that a little bit as well. So okay, the camera of choice today is my trusty EM5 Mark II. This lovely little camera.
It looks like the logo, isn't it? The RED35 logo.
Yeah. I mean, I got actually, I'm advertising today, am I? You know, I got my hat and everything. Yeah. And so we're gonna start off maybe with which one would you like to start first?
I'm really interested in this. So tiny, little cute.
I thought you liked big.
You know, I know how he's like already. I remember you. I know. So let's try the new one.
Oh, so you want to try something new? Okay, all right. Okay, we start out with the 45 1.8 millimeters. Okay, there we go. Let's go. That's nice. That was nice. Okay. It's really cool, isn't it? One of the reasons zoom is better than primes is situations like this. Saori is standing quite far away from me. If I only have a 45, this is what you're gonna get. But we have the range. Oh yes. Look at me, Saori. I can even go even closer. Look at me, Saori. There you go. Very nice to have a zoom lens sometimes.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your grey.
So Saori, we just finished our mini photo shoots with these three lenses here, and you also saw the images from them. Now the question, which one do you like the best?
You know what? I like the size I mentioned.
Yep.
However, I prefer this.
In terms of the look of the image?
Yes.
Yep, okay. And why not the big boy?
You know, because of the blur background, as a portrait, it's better to have more blur, I guess. And
well, it depends what sort of context you sort of want to achieve. I mean, there are certain situations like the shot when you're sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
I think this came out quite nice.
True.
And because if you don't want to blur out everything, and it doesn't really matter which one you use. But I think in terms of advantage and disadvantage about these lenses, obviously you have the great flexibility of this lens, like I demonstrated when you're on the bridge.
Yeah.
You know, like if these two lenses will be too far away from you. And while this one I can zoom all the way in, I can still achieve, you know, the separations between you and the background, and that's why it's big.
Yeah.
And these two, however, they are fairly similar in terms of what you can done with them. But I know why you like this lens more, because the background is a little bit softer. You know, the bokeh ball is definitely creamy in this, and they do have a technical term for that particular look. It's called the feather bokeh.
Or is it called feather bokeh?
It's actually called the feather bokeh. Yes.
Because it's soft.
Yeah, it's like feather.
Okay.
Yeah, like you can fly. Yes. And this one doesn't do it. But in terms of, I think, sharpness, they're all very sharp. You can tell. You know, like you can zoom all the way in. You can see all your eyelashes. You know, all three lenses were amazingly sharp. They're all very good colors, very punchy color, very saturated, and so you can't really go wrong with any of these. So the big question is whether you like the look of this or that.
You know, it's really heavy, like I already mentioned ages ago, but then like, size-wise, nicer, right? However...
Yeah, but also one more question though, is the price.
Oh, important.
Yes, of course, depending on how deep your pocket is. These two guys here, the two black ones, they are labeled as professional lenses, so obviously for any professional equipments, they come with a price. So these two, they're both over £1,000.
Oh, valuable. Should I drop now?
Yes, you may. I'm insured. No. And this little guy here actually is really cheap by comparison. Depending on where you shop, you can get it for about £250, and then second hand you can get it for about 120, 150.
Really?
So this is really a bargain. We've done the review on this lens, and if you haven't checked this one out, you know, I recommend you do this, check that particular video. Well, in fact, actually, we've done review for all these lenses, so you can actually check them out. But today is just give you a taster of what these look like side by side, so you can actually have a taster, like, you know, whether you prefer the feather bokeh, whether that feather bokeh does warrant that extra money that you want to invest in, or this cheapy little thing can do the job just for you. And if you want the ultimate reliability, not reliability, but flexibility, this may be the choice. But for me, because I work in a professional environment, there's one thing I haven't forgot to mention is these two pro lenses are both metal built. They're metal, that's why it's heavy, and also weather seal, which means that it's dust, splash, and freeze proof.
Everything then?
Everything proof, yes, apart from drop proof. So that means you can work in rain, you know, in snow and things like that. This one, it may work, but you know, you don't want to risk it as you're professional. You don't want to suddenly stop and you can't do anything.
Exactly.
So you would go for something that will kind of guarantee you're going to continue to shoot with regardless what the weather condition is. So there you go. These are the comparison. Hopefully you enjoyed this particular video, and thank you, Sally, for coming back.
Thank you so much. I will come back soon, can I?
Of course you can. Of course you can. You can be here every week.
Okay.
Save me talking.
And you will get sick of me then.
No. You're beautiful. You know, it's really good for demonstrating all our portrait lenses. And you know, as a portrait photographer, I cannot ask for more. You know, she's just stunning. Yeah, she's stunning. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel, and we put Sally's social handle as well, so you can follow her, check her out. You know, and then yeah, she's up for all kinds of collaborations. You know, if you are a photographer, yeah, you can contact Sally directly and DM, and then DM direct message.
Exactly.
I'm so old. I don't even know these acronyms. You know.
No, be confident. You know that. DM stands for direct.
I know
message.
IG.
What's that stand for?
Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah, and tweet. No, that's a word actually. Twitter. Anyway, so thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and put on the bell notification for future videos.
Yeah, wait for it. It'll be more fun.
Until next time. And sayonara.
Sayonara.
Jane.
Mata ne.
Bye.
Bye bye. I can't wave.
You know what, you should do a boomerang for that.